Alright everyone, so we're going to go over something that most people don't actually know about, and if they do know about it, they kind of just gloss over it and don't actually use it. So the stashes, right? The stashes can be bought for most traders. Now, it entirely depends on your base rep, how much of a discount you're going to get for it. The most I've seen is 24,000 for one. And the lowest I've seen is about 8 to 12. I can't remember exactly which it was, but they're pretty worth it. And moving on to the next clip here, I'm going to kind of go over how to use them, how long they last, so on and so forth, and how to steal other people's stashes. Alright, so stashes, right? Stashes are going to have a maximum weight. 6 kilograms, meaning whatever you go to put in it only equal up to 6, and it will not let you put any more in. This being said, I would only use it on resources that you really don't want to have to worry about trying to get back from people, like beta fragments, alpha fragments, gamma. If you get any of the tracker sticks from scanning, I would definitely put those in there, so that way you don't have to worry about some dickhead going and putting your bag on the market for like 100k trying to get money out of you. Either which way, the stashes will last for roughly about 48 hours, and it has a 2.5% chance of detection. What that means is if someone runs over it or if they throw screws around and they hit the stash, there's about a 2.5% chance that they are going to find that stash and they can open it and take your shit. That also being said, there's a thing called a marker. Now, there is an absolute 1% rare chance that that will ever drop. Luckily, I got that 1% rare chance, so y'all can see exactly how to do that, and that's going to be a little bit later in the video. Now, in terms of use of the stashes. Now, the stash is essentially what you do. You go, you right-click it, and you hit Make Stash, right? Depending on where you are and what your rep is with the camps and the safe zones, you're looking at anywhere from 24,000 to 12,000 to grab one of these, but it's well worth the investment. When you go to right click it and you hit Make Stash, you can place a maximum of 3 stashes per area. That is per area. So an example, in Dead City right now there's 1 stash. If I go to Fool's Path, I can make 3 more stashes, so on and so forth. This being said, once you place it, there is a 48-hour timer, after which it decays and it drops all your shit on it. Now, in order to actually use them, you need to go in, and in here you can see that I have beta fragments, right? So what you'll do if you want to take stuff out is you hold shift and left click it. The button's going to appear, it says take. Hit take, good to go. This will be what it looks like in its initial state when you first place it. Essentially what you do is you take whatever it is you want to put in it, slap it down, you hit put down. Good to go. You don't have to worry about it past that. There is no current way to pick up stashes and reuse them. So for right now, you essentially just throw it down where you want it, and it stays there until it decays. Now that being said, I would recommend putting it in a inconspicuous place where only you're going to find it. Whether it's in the middle of a bush, underneath a tree, you can put it underneath buildings, in the middle of high radiation or high zones where you're pretty positive that no one's going to go into, and if they do, they're going to die, so on and so forth.
At this point, we're going to switch over to Crystal Clear HD. So the stash markers, right? This has a 1% chance of actually dropping, and you have an hour to go research it. You need to go to the scientist, throw it in there, click research, and then it's going to pop it up on your map. Again, as I'm showing here, it only has 52 minutes left on it, and it'll also show you the location of where the stash is and the weight of it. So to show you what it looks like here, it'll pop this kind of marker up on the map. It'll say someone else's stash. You basically just got to run around and try to find it. They could have thrown it in a bush. They could have hidden it under somewhere. In this case, the guy put it next to a bunch of boxes, assuming it was going to be safe. The only thing in here is really granted, I killed this guy, so it's very likely he ran back. And may have already grabbed all the stuff out of that stash, but it was chocked full already of just straight buckshot, so chances are he just wanted to farm out here and not have to run back and forth and have to rebuy ammo, so on and so forth. But essentially, it'll show the name of the dude, how many days and times left on the stash, so on and so forth. Getting the stuff out of other people's stashes is the exact same way. You just shift left click and then hit take and you're good to go.